remembering what happened that day, I'm just like, I'm a cut a bitch today.
15 for my bro, yeah. 15 with my bro, yeah. Lagos, I wanna come home. Lagos, I wanna come home. Show my
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? How's it been? How's it been going? Did you watch my last video? Did you watch my last video? We're going to be doing a story time, guys. I am hyped just remembering what happened, guys. Like, I feel like dragging someone. God, thank God I'm in my house. I feel like dragging someone right here. I'm like, bitch, yo, Cardi B got me so turned. Like,
Rain down on that bitch twice. You know me, I be with whatever.
if a bitch be for me, we gon' be forever. Hey,
Rain down on that bitch.
if you guys are so confused right now, basically I'm going to give you guys the final installation and, you know, the whole bullying story of me in high school. So if you want to catch up to what happened and how everything was progressing and blah blah blah, you totally go watch the other story time so you understand better, you know, what's going on and how the story progressed. So go watch it if you haven't. Keep this on pause, then come back and watch me. Okay, so for those that already knew my story, for those that knew my story when I was in high school and how them bitches used to give me stress because your girl wasn't clapped. Today is the day I told you guys of the day we finally got it down. The day I finally felt, you know, liberated of all the repressed feelings I was going through. Every single thing I was going through in the hands of those girls, I finally let it out. So I'm going to tell you guys how it happened. So it was my junior year. It's called SS2 back in Nigeria. And this girl's in SS3. So they had finished their final exams and they were preparing to go home and do like their prom and blah blah. So during that period, because I told you guys that they had their own dorm. So like the SS3 girls, they had their own dorm. The senior girls, they had their own dorm. And the junior girls were upstairs and they had like their separate dorms as well. So when they when they were done the exams, they went back home to like pack their shit and like, you know, prepare for prom and blah blah blah, because I told you I stayed in a boarding school, so we were all there. So they went home to get their shit for prom and whatnot. In my school, it was called send off. It wasn't called prom. Ain't no such thing as prom. So they went back home to get everything, get prepared, do their hair and their nails and blah blah. So during that period, they left a lot of stuff in their dorm. So like their books, their daywear. So like daywear is like the boarding house uniform. You weren't allowed to just wear your home clothes. You had to have like a uniform. So they left their daywears, their uniforms, their school uniforms, their books, like different shit. So basically what happens every time that they go back is they leave all that stuff there for other people to come take it. You know, if you want something there, you can take it and whatnot. So that's basically what the tradition was. So once the girls go, they'll first call the juniors they like, and then they give them like the ones they want to personally give them, and then the rest they just leave it there, and literally it's like a flea market, just come pick and go. Like that's basically what it was. So to be honest, I wasn't really interested in anything from them. I really didn't need anything from them. Like, I was just my own person. So, like, not like people that took it were, like, poor or anything like that. They just wanted it, you know what I mean? Like, extra uniforms, blah, blah. So, personally, with everything that went on with them, I couldn't even fathom wearing anything from them. So I didn't have any business going down there to look for anything. So I just stayed in my own residence without going there. And that was that. So the day before their prom, they came back to prepare and whatnot. They came to the hostel, like the dorm. And they were like, what the hell? Where are all their shit? And of course they came for the juniors, like the SS2 girls, because we were immediately before them. And yo, the thing is that before you leave, every set, before they leave, they're always trying to find some issues with the set before, so that they will leave in such a big grand way, like, oh, we did this to them and now they'll remember us forever, blah blah blah. So basically every single set has that little thing. But the rivalry between my set and the senior set was crazy. Like, y'all, I can't even. Like, it was so unnecessary and it was just weird. So they, instead of them to ask any other person, they called us. They called every single girl in the SS2 set. They called every single one of us and they told us to come down to their hostel. And we went down there, and at first when they said everyone come down, I was like, for what? Like, these girls had been gone for like a month, and we were in charge of the school, so we were not used to seniority again. After like a month, you want to come back and post up, like, girl. I was just like, you know what, this is the last time I'm going to do it for them. Let me just do this. Let me just go down there and just do it. Even though I was a prefect, like, we had prefects in school. So like, basically we had like senior prefect, social prefect. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but yeah, we had prefects. And I was a prefect. So it was like, girl, you are undermining my authority, but I'ma just do this because I know I ain't never gonna see you again. So let me just come down there and do whatever they want to do, and let's just go back and do whatever I was doing. So I went down. Some of my class girls, they didn't come down. They were like, for what? Who are those girls? Like, how can they just come back and act like they're the queens just like that? Like, no. So the senior prefect, the girl, she didn't come down. She was like, she's not going down for nothing. Like, she doesn't answer to them anymore. So she didn't go down. I was like, yo, if I don't go now, they will come and look for me personally. They will actually be like, where is that Zara bitch? Why did she come down? So I just said, you know what, I'm not the same, so let me just go and face my own. And I went downstairs, and then they lined us all up, and they were like, which one of you here stole our stuff? I was like, I didn't say anything. I was just like, in my head, I was like, but you left your stuff scattered like everywhere. Do you know what I mean by their shit were everywhere? Like, wherever you go to, you're seeing books, makeup, whatever. It was just disgusting. And that's how they found it when they came back. So I was like, were you confused that you left so much shit behind that you think someone scattered it and stole it? Like, that's what I was thinking in my head, because your girl couldn't say it outside. They were like, yeah, that what happened to their stuff? So one girl goes, I left my daywear here. I can't find it. And then one of my class girls was like, but you guys left it, so you know what happens when you leave your stuff. People think you're not using it anymore because you guys are not coming back again as students, right? You're coming back as graduates. The girls were like, so because we left our stuff, that means that you should take it. I was just like, I didn't take any of your stuff, please. So can we go now? Like, can I go now? I didn't come down here for anything. They were like, of course, Zara, you will talk. I was like, I didn't take your stuff. I have some stuff I have to do, because it was around the exam period, so I wanted to go study. So I was like, I have some stuff I want to do. So if that's all you called us for, can I just leave? I didn't touch anything. They were like, well, that's not their business, that we should come and clean their hostel. So instead of them to tell us from the beginning that come and clean the hostel, we want you guys to clean our shit, we want you guys to clean our mess, instead of them to say that from the beginning, they came to accuse us of stealing. I was just like, okay. I was just like, okay, Zara, you can do this. Don't go crazy. Just do what they want you to do and just go. Okay? Just go. This was a mess. A dirty mess. They're like, no, that we should go get brooms and everything, and we should come clean up the place. And the whole point of doing that was to belittle us, because we felt like we are now the queens of the school, and they wanted to show us that not yet, you're not, till we leave, we're still in charge, that kind of thing. So it was kind of like a power trip thing. So we're like, I was like, it's cool, I get where you're coming from, I get where you're going to. I'm just gonna do this for today, and that's the last time I'm doing this. So I got the broom because I just really wanted to go. So I was the first person to get the broom and just started sweeping. Of course, they won't let me be. So I started sweeping an area, and all my other class girls were all sweeping. And then I reached one particular girl's like bunk, and I swept that area the first time. Then she called me back. She said, Zara, I can still feel sand on my feet. Sweep this place again. Oh God. Remembering it just pisses me off so much. Then I was like, okay, I swept it. She called me back again after the second time, and she was like, Zara, I can still feel sand on my feet. Come back and sweep this place. I swept it again, although I was very angry. Bam! She called me the fourth time. She said, Zara, I can feel a grain of sand on my toe. Sweep this place again. with all the anger in me, and I was just counting to 55 in my head, like, girl, calm down, just do it and just leave. Then I swept it. As I was sweeping out like some of the stuff I had already swept from everywhere else, some unknown chick that never talked before, this girl didn't used to say jack. She couldn't even look me in the face and say shit to me before, because she was graduating, gave her balls. I will never forget. She was like, you stupid fool. You cannot do anything. Can't you come back here? Would you come back? So she was like, you stupid fool. You can't even do anything. Come back here and sweep under my bed again. I was like, no. I was like, I just dropped my broom and my like parka, and I was like, you know that you don't have manners, right? I was like, you know you don't have manners. I'm not doing this shit. And I dropped my shit and I went to go and report to, I went outside to go and report to the nurse. Yo, as I went outside to report to the nurse, that's how the other girl that told me to sweep like 5 times, she was like, what? Zara, hey, my own class girl again, blah, blah, blah. They said they're making noise. And some other class girls were there. They were like, they were like, what the hell is this shit? We're not meant to be doing this shit. We're not your freaking junior slaves or whatever. Like, we ain't doing this shit. So when the one girl was like, what? Come up here. Come back here. Come and say that shit to my face, blah blah blah. I was like, you are mannerless. As she was doing that, as she was saying that, do you guys remember the girl that threw the dictionary at me the last time? I didn't even see this coming. This girl went from the back. She ran. This was when I was facing the other girl right in front of me. She ran from the back. She grabbed my head and she was about to smash it right into that industrial printer. You know those industrial printers, right? She was about to smash it into that printer. Yo, when I realized that that's what she wanted to do, like when she grabbed my head and she was like this, she was just about to smash it. Yo, something in me just ticked. Like something in me just flipped, guys. Shit. Remembering it right now, I'm like, wow, something in me flipped. You know that like fight or flight kind of feeling, the adrenaline, everything. Yo, guys, I became crazy. Knowing that this girl's plan was to kill me. Yo, it just takes this angle, y'all. This angle, and your girl won't be here today. The next thing you hear is, sorry, we lost her. My parents are not even in the same city as me. They didn't even know what the hell was going on. They were just waiting for their girl to graduate. They won't even know that their girl died because some bitch wanted to kill her for sweeping. Guys, I ran crazy. Like, I became a mad person. So I was going to report to the nurse, and throughout the whole thing, the nurse didn't even come out till I screamed when the girl wanted to hit my head. And then she came out and she wanted to stop what was going on. They pushed her into the bathroom and they closed the door. I'm so sorry, when I remember, I just had to laugh. The poor woman couldn't do anything. My class girls, of course, they were already gearing up for the fight. They were like, they are going to fight. Like, we're all fighting. So the other girls, the other senior girls, they came out. Then we started fighting. But me, I had gone mad. Once that girl tried to hit my head, guys, I ran mad. I can't imagine. I can't explain to you guys the feeling. I ran crazy. I ran out of the place. I went outside the hostel. Like, I started screaming, she must die, she must die. Thinking about it now is ridiculous, but yo, I was so loud. The boys in the boys' hostel heard me. They came out. My matron that lives deep inside the school, she bloody heard me. She came out. They ran out because I was screaming. I was like, this bitch wanted to kill me. She wanted to kill me. Somebody has to die. Because all was in my head was like, I would have died. I would have died. I could have died. I could have died. Like, that's all I was thinking. Nothing else. So I was like, because I would have died, she must die. She must die. I can't even tell you guys, explain the kind of mad and murderous feeling that I was feeling right there. I just thought of every single night I cried in my pillow, every single thing they did to me, every single thing they did to lower my self-confidence, to crush me. All the feelings of rage, anger, everything just came pouring at that particular moment, and I was the most murderous I'd ever been. I ran outside, I broke bottle, guys. I broke bottle. There was a bottle liner. I broke that shit into shards. I was like, I am killing this girl today. I saw a plank, I picked it up. I literally everything I saw on the road, I was just picking up. I'm like, I'm killing this girl today. I don't care. It was serious, guys. Like, once I was ready, I was like, I'm killing her and she must die. She must die. One of us must meet and make her today. Because I just imagined every single thing, all my dreams. I would never have fulfilled them if it just took that angle for this girl to hit it right, and I'm dead. Shit, that sounded wrong. That was the craziest night of my life. Everyone was coming down, they were begging me, they were like, Zara, please, oh, don't kill this girl, Zara, please. There was no let us reason, we had nothing. Once the matron came out, she was like, she just took one look at me and she just started saying, Zara, calm down, think of what you're about to do, you're going to go to jail, you don't know, her family might retaliate and kill you too, or do something. I was like, I don't care. I am going to kill her. They locked those girls up in their residence. They locked them and they made sure, like, they called on the security guards to stay there. I was like, I'm killing her. It happened around like 12:30 a.m. I was there till like 1:15, guys. I will never forget. I was just crying. I was like, I must kill her today. I must kill that bitch today. Like, till I got spent. Then I just went upstairs and they put me in a separate room and I just stayed there. Like, guys, till today, it's still a blur. I can't ever let myself go through that again. Like, at that period, I was just the kind of person that was, oh, like, you know, turn the other cheek, just ignore. They do anything to you, just ignore. I didn't even used to report because it was just so much. It was happening every day, y'all. Every day I was always picked on. So it was just like I had no one to talk to. Like, it was just very horrible time. At that point in time, the authority, like the school authority, were actually acting in their right minds and they did what they had to do. I would have killed that girl, and the grief of killing her would have probably made me commit suicide, because I can't imagine taking someone else's life. Like, guys, I am so grateful to God that I didn't end up doing what I wanted to do. You never let yourself get to that point in life where you feel that you can justify someone else's death. Like, seriously. It was the 3 principal girls that started the fight and everything. They were not allowed to go for their prom. They literally locked them inside there throughout the whole day. Nothing happened. They didn't even report me. They didn't do anything, because once they realized what happened, like, they knew that, you know, this was just me reacting to every single thing that happened. They didn't even report me. I didn't get in trouble. Like, nothing, guys. Like, TBH. Which was great, because I can't imagine telling my mom I nearly killed someone. That's the story of how I nearly cut a body. Your girl would have been, like, probably in jail or not even here today. Like, I'm so glad that it never really got into that, and I was able to get over that, get past that. But ever since then, like, they graduated, and when I became a senior myself, I realized how annoying juniors were. But I promised myself that I would never ever get involved in those little petty fights that, you know, that we used to have. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Please, you guys, don't hate me. Don't be scared of me. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not a serial killer. I'm not a crazy person. Thanks so much for listening in today, and make sure you go watch my other videos. Make sure you like this video, please share it, and please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Don't you make me happy, yo.